And as Governor Tom Wolf prepares to leave office, he has some words of wisdom for Governor-elect Josh Shapiro. In part 3 of our one-on-one interview, WENY Pennsylvania Capitol correspondent Brendan Scanlon asks Governor Tom Wolf what his next chapter looks like, as well as advice for his successor.
What is the best piece of advice you can give to your successor, Governor-elect Shapiro?
I think the thing, and we've talked with together, Governor-elect Shapiro and I, and one of the things I think has been most helpful is we do what are called tabletop exercises. We actually get together the entire cabinet, agency heads, and we talk about things that might go wrong, from snowstorms to floods to whatever, and try to figure how should the state respond to that. You can't, as we've shown with COVID, you can't foresee everything that will come down the road. We can't foresee every flood, but what can we do to make things better? And I would suggest that one of the things that anybody in this position ought to do is, and we did that when I was in the private sector, my business, just role play, play out different scenarios and suggest what might go wrong, because those things you don't know that might happen, those are the things that really ought to keep you awake at night. The other thing is that I think the advice is keep working, and I've done this working with different ways to improve the processes of government, to make us more responsive to the people we serve. We need to do a better and better job. And this is, as I say, a journey, not a destination. You're never going to get to a perfection. What you got to do is resolve that you're not going to stop trying to get better. And we need to keep trying to do a better job of serving the people in Pennsylvania.
And one of my last questions is, what is next for Governor Wolf?
So I have 3 grandchildren. My wife and I, we've been married for, now we're in our 48th year. We have 3 grandchildren. I'm going to spend a lot more time with them, and then reading and eating and sleeping. I'm 74 years old, and so I'm looking forward to retirement.
And for a full transcript of our sit-down with Governor Wolf, you can find it on our website, WENY.com.